Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Liv's Thoughts. Today we're talking about community, but first and foremost I want to say that audio will be fixed next episode. I'm so sorry you have to listen to this phone recorded audio, but it will be fixed next EP. Today, community. Community is how we thrive. I think that the answer to so many of our issues is right in front of us. Creating better communities, because here's the thing. In communities, we can feed each other. In communities, we can work for each other. In communities, we can make each other wealthier and be able to enjoy our lives without feeling this frustrating feeling from capitalism 24/7. We have created such a hyper-individualistic, hyper-independent world under the guise of capitalism. Capitalism has ruined so many things in just the normal way of humans living lives. Like, we have isolated ourselves so much from our neighbors. Even we don't even talk to our neighbors anymore. Like, that used to be a thing where people would like bring over, we used to do that, I'm not gonna lie, we used to do that growing up. We would bring treats over to our neighbors, the ones that liked us at least. So it used to be a thing. Walking over, introducing yourself. I remember one time when I lived in LA, it was the first year I ever lived, and I was like, we should make Valentine's Day cookies for our apartment. Half the people didn't take them because they didn't have weed in them, and half the people were rude as fuck. Like, it was crazy. There was like 2 people in our whole apartment building that were like, thank you, that was very nice. Everyone else, if they didn't have weed in it, they wouldn't take it, or they were just being kind of rude as fuck. Community. That's where your community starts, is your neighbors, the people that are around you that you see the most, the people that we have the most interaction on the day-to-day basis with. But here's the thing. If we can give back more to our community, we can not defeat capitalism, because this does take a very large group effort, and a lot of people are not going to listen to the group effort. But if we hypothetically all said, fuck big corporations, I'm shopping locally. I'm going to put all of my money that I would be putting into the $100 I'm going to spend at Target, and I go put this into a local business. That local business just made $100. That's like sometimes, and I've worked at places where we didn't even make, Mom, holy fuck, my mom just called me. Sorry. Love you, Mom. I love you, Mom. I'm sorry, guys. That was inappropriate. I love my mother. I just don't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm recording a video. If we put that money into our local business, and again, because I have worked in a very small town with local businesses before, sometimes $100, that is something that you don't break every day. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I remember I worked for this vintage company. There were multiple days where we didn't make any money at all because there was no local business. And the best way I can describe this to is with the analogy of me owning a coffee shop. I own a coffee shop, and I have the ability to make this coffee shop so trendy, so cute, Instagrammable. You get the vibes. Very like a famous coffee shop you would see somewhere, and you would spend time out of your day to go drive there. Like, I'm talking like this coffee shop is 6 hours away from you, and because it's so Instagrammable, you would go take the 6-hour road trip to go get a coffee from this place. There are people that do that. Don't call me crazy for saying that. I can make this coffee shop Instagrammable that the community hates, get no local representation. The people in the actual community don't really give a fuck about my coffee shop. But all these tourists do. What happens when the tourists run up and the community doesn't like you? Burp! Business closed. But you could authentically make a coffee shop that you really like the vibe behind, that serves more of your community. You can host community events. You can have a bulletin board of community events. You can let people have pop-ups there for their small businesses. There are so many opportunities in small businesses to collab with other small businesses in your area to gain more traction, to gain more of a platform, to be more successful. And here's the thing. When we get back to our community too, the community looks out for you. This is something that I'm so thankful for growing up in a very, very, very small ass town for, is like community, everyone there has each other's backs. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that if I were to get sick or if a family member were to get sick, we put a GoFundMe, the community of my hometown would exceed the limit of money we were trying to raise. The reason I say that is because it's happened so many times before. I think that the place that I grew up to, we've seen businesses come and go, and the businesses that are catering to the tourists, the businesses that are catering to Instagram, never last. They are not successful businesses because they're not catering to the actual community and actual customers around them. And now this isn't a business lesson to teach you about how to cater to your community, but you have to like put effort and sometimes do things you don't want to do in order to have the backing behind you of community. But that is so much more important and so much more valuable than you having any bit of fame or clout or whatever you want to call it, influence on the internet. Because at the end of the day, the people I'm talking to right now, you watching me, I'm not a real person to you. Like I might be, and you are listening to my voice right now, but we don't know each other. Like, let's just, elephant in the room, let's put that out there. We don't know each other. We are not real coexisting people to each other. We're coexisting in the digital space, but the digital space is not reality. We don't know each other. And if we are trying to get a bunch of people that don't know us to believe in our brand, to believe in our whatever we're building, whatever it is, when things go south or this thing doesn't work out or the internet gets shut off one day or whatever happens, you get canceled, whatever, everything's gone. Whereas if you build community in real life, that is not something that is poof, go away. It takes a lot. I don't want to say anything crazy. But it takes a lot to burn down a village or to burn down a community and completely destroy a community. There's going to be people that don't like each other in the community. There's going to be people that don't support other people in the community. That's fine. Shop where you want to shop, eat where you want to eat, do the things you want to do. But being cordial and being civil with the people around you can make all the difference. Flashing a little smile to your neighbor, knowing that they are there. If you need something, you can go ask them. Like, especially as a young female, like living on my own, every place that I have moved to, I have had this is going to sound weird, an adopted mom, an adopted dad, and adopted siblings. I'm not kidding. Like back in LA, and I'm going to name drop right now, adopted dad, Pedro, sorry. You were literally you helped raise me when I first moved out to LA. Like, and I know that person would do anything for me. My two adopted sisters, Presley and Katie, they would literally do anything for me. And it's because I chose to put effort into those relationships that made me feel like I was in a community and made me feel like I was in a family. And I didn't rely on the outward world or like the social media world so much. We're going to go to the charger because my phone is dying really fast. Ow, my charger's in here. What else was I going to say about community? The answer is in front of us. The answer to fixing a lot of our issues is quite literally just in front of us. The answer to fixing this godforsaken government system we're in right now is to create community. To make each other wealthier. Create community. Sorry guys, my phone died. But pretty much all I'm trying to say is the answer to fixing so much shit is straight up community. Create community. Find people in your community. You'll find friends. You'll find family members. Like, you will find chosen family in your community. You will find friends in your community. Not saying you only need to have friends in community, but like that was not a correct word. Prioritize the life you are living in real life, not digitally. Because the more digital we can get, the more isolated we can get, the more hyper-individualistic, hyper-independent we can get, I hate saying it, the easier we are to control, the easier we are to hate each other, the easier it is to isolate yourself and make yourself kind of sad. There's so many things that are easier when you don't have community in terms of controlling humans and making humans, I don't want to say dumber, but like not be able to think for themselves. Community is really important. Community, freaking community. And not saying digital community is a bad thing, because I definitely think that we need to know how to access our communities digitally, and you're able to connect with so many more people, which is very cool, very, very neat. But don't prioritize your digital community over your real life one, because the real life you are living is more important than what's online. And that might be hard for some people to hear, especially that are really intertwined in their online communities. But you, again, don't know these people. You do. Maybe verbally, you might know a few facts, but you don't know this person. You don't. So keep yourself safe, but also prioritize your real life. Prioritize in life. Real things. Tangible, feelable things. All right, that's all. Love you, bye.